Oh, hello. Welcome to the Biotopes. Thought I'd give you guys a quick fish room tour here just to get you updated on what's going on. It is just April 30th, and we are at 81 degrees in the fish room. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a screen door for the other side of this exterior door here so I can get some airflow. I've got the humidifier on, the little fan just for the airflow, so I'm trying to cool off a little bit, but nonetheless, that's happening. So temperature's starting to get warm, so I'm worried about keeping these aquariums cool. What we're looking at here is my spawn of paradise gourami or paradise fish, and these were born, let's see, March 4th, so almost 8 weeks, about 7 weeks, and they are really doing great and turning some good size. Slowly but surely adding water to this tank, just raising that level a little bit by little bit, but they're really good eaters. Got some in here that are really good size. Some are growing faster than others, but starting to get some stripes on some of these. So very cool fish, and really excited about getting these guys, can just continue to grow. So they are part of my rack of 20 highs. These are grow outs and quarantine and so forth. In tank 1 here, we've got my breeding pair of angelfish. I've got the black female and the German blue blusher there, male. Last time, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, they laid eggs on this internal filter. None of them really made it. I moved the slate around here, so we'll see if we can get another spawn out of them. They're doing well. This tank is empty, just ready for the next batch of fish. This is my tank of Endler guppies. These are just mud Endlers, and they just keep reproducing. There's some pretty cool males in this group. One of them's got a really neat kind of white dorsal. I don't know if I can find that one at all, but there's a ton of them in here. So yeah, here are the mud Endlers, really. And yeah, some pretty cool, some of these males are pretty neat. So there's a male bristlenose there, and there's also a female chocolate bristlenose as well. And I don't see her right now. Well, she's in there, and there's also a baby chocolate as well in there from those two. So lots of Java fern and some val. Pretty cool tank. Down here in 5, they are 5 male diamond tetras. These are a bunch of the convict cichlids from Costa Rican display tank. So I'm just trying to pull some out of there into here from time to time. This tank is empty, was a quarantine. You can see that the temp back on that Flueville E series is hot. It's 78 in there, so it's a little bit too warm. I was hoping I'd get some white cloud mountain minnow eggs, but nothing. It's been a few days, I don't know, 5 days, and nothing yet, so probably not. But I'll do a water change on that soon and get that ready for quarantining the next bunch of fish. This is my 10-gallon that houses a large male electric blue crayfish, but he's hiding right now. I dump plants and stuff in there, and he eats them up pretty good. There's some snails in there as well. We're gonna work kind of backwards here. This is our display tank for the Zhengzhou River in southern China. We got a pair of Paradise Grammies in there. That's the male here. There's the female. I think there are 6 White Cloud Mountain Minnows in here now. And I'm gonna get a bunch more of those and also add a 3rd species of something. I've got this Monstera plant that is sending just a bunch of growth down there. This is a, that's a new leaf there. It's starting to sprout quite a bit, but these roots are just crazy. I had to pull them out of that overflow sponge. Almost touching the bottom. I've had some algae issues in this tank, but I'll pull out a bunch of, and also had a melt due to an ammonia spike. You can see there's some debris there, plant debris. I'm trying to get this hair grass to grow. Sorry about the glass there. There's some there, there's a couple up on the top. This valve spreads quite a bit. There's some melted plants. So I'm just kind of every so often scraping the glass, pulling out some of the decaying debris, and it's starting to clear up pretty good. Adjusting the light to kind of a lesser photo period. You will find baby or fry from these Paradise Grammies. They'll regularly breed in here. And see if I can find a small one here. You can see in the back there's a small fry. Right way back there. It's so small I can't even zoom in on it, but it's right in the middle of the screen there. You can see it kind of moving around. So there's regularly small fry in here. Here's a small one here. Let's see if I can get this guy. Right there. See that? So there's regularly fry in here because these guys are a breeding pair. So that tank's coming along nicely. This is my South Johnstone River. So that's in northeast Australia. It's Queensland. And we've got some Melitania, Splendida Splendida, and some Pseudomygos signifers, and a couple of Empire Gudgeons. There's one right there. These are really cool fish. I'd like to get one more and get a bunch more signifers because, again, I had ammonia spike in this tank. Never use APIs like Algae Fix or whatever their algae product, Algae Gone is. Just caused a huge ammonia spike and still recovering. This is starting to come around. You'll see some, there is some like old plant debris here where there's some melt. You can see some of that val is not doing great, but it's starting to come back. This pothos plant here is going crazy. It's got roots all the way into the substrate in the back here. But by and large, I think it's a real nice tank. Once we get kind of things, get that val going again, it's a really cool tank and some pretty neat fish. Last 2 tanks here. This is our Costa Rican biotope, San Carlos River Basin on the eastern coast of Costa Rica. We've got a large female Nicaraguan right there, a bunch of rainbow cichlids. I've got a pair, these 2 pairs of convict cichlids. These guys are really good specimens. Look at that female. And then this female here is kind of the odd lady out. And there are a bunch of fry in here as well, convict fry. I pull, a few out at a time whenever I get in there to do some cleaning. So I'm trying to thin that out. I'm surprised in some ways that they've still survived. I know for a fact this Nicaraguan will eat smaller fish. So these convicts have done a pretty good job. There's one female Arfuro cartratus, or the knife live bear in here. She is not able to have babies, so I just tossed her in here. Cool native live bear. But that's really the last of my stock there. Obviously no plants in this tank, just some cool rock work and stone and gravel, some botanicals, sticks, because these guys will eat any plants you put in there, including duckweed. So they're great at getting rid of duckweed that I've got laying around. Last but not least, sorry this tank's a little bit dark. This light is starting to die up here. This is just a Finnick Stingray. Again, this pothos is sending all kinds of runners all over the place, which is looking pretty cool. A lot of sand and botanicals and wood in here. There is some larger Amazon swords here. I need to add, I do get some erosion in this tank just from kind of this slope, and it starts piling up here, and so I don't know if I need to add more sand or something. What I did that I would have changed for next time I do this type of escape is I put down egg crate on the base, then put some large rocks, thinking it would just take up some space, and then put media bags full of gravel on top of that. What I should have done is put the media bags first, then the rocks, etc. Because now I've got like this media bag poking through over here, and I'll try to fix it from time to time, but it's kind of a constant pain in the butt. Plus this pleco here, this male pleco, is pretty rough on these Amazons. So I'm pumping it full of ferts and root tabs, but it's doing okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 silver angels in here, a couple pairs, a bunch of bronze cories. I've got 3 black skirt tetras and 1 male bristlenose pleco. And this tank's really rocking and rolling. So my next project I'm gonna try to move these black skirt tetras to an outdoor pond. I think I can keep that water at 68, at least 68, if not obviously warmer. But I'm gonna set up a little pond for those 3. I think I've got a couple females and a male, and see if I can get any spawning and babies. Some big river rock in there, so be looking out for that. But last but not least is my updated, let me turn light on here, updated 20-gallon sump. So that's really doing well. It's a DIY sump that silicone the baffles, and it's great. It's really doubled the filtration in this system, and that's connected to these 2 tanks here. So thanks so much, everybody. Just want to give you guys a quick tour. I appreciate all your support, and please subscribe and give me a like. And love if you have any questions about any part of this gallery or biotopes in general, please leave a comment below. I'll see you guys next time.